Welcome to our channel. In this session, we will move to the concept of register transfer language. Before going to the register transfer language, first you need to know one basic term, digital system. What is mean by digital system? Simply, it is some collection of hardware components that are connected together to perform some specific task. That means a digital system is a simply modular approach, that is different hardware modules are connected to perform some specific task. What are the different hardware modules like decoders, ALUs, multiplexers? All those are different hardware modules. Now each one is called simply a digital module. Now the thing is, how can we specify a name to the digital module? That means I have one hardware module ALU, or one module decoder, or one module multiplexer. How can we specify or how can we define a digital module? A digital module is defined by using the registers they contain. That is, what are the different types of registers the module contains, and the operations that are performed on the data inside the registers. Based on these two factors, we are defining the digital module. Now, why I discussed all these basic information means to move to one important term, micro operation. Now, what is mean by micro operation? Means the definition is the operation that are performed on the data inside a register is called micro operation. That is, in simple terms, a simple elementary operation performed on the data inside a register is called micro operation. Now remember the term. The CPU executes a micro instruction is different to micro operation. Suppose if CPU wants to execute one micro instruction means internally it executes thousands of micro operations. Clear? That is, one instruction consists of multiple number of micro operations. What are the different micro operations? Suppose add, shift, increment, load. So like this, multiple number of micro operations are there. Clear? Now before that, how we are defining here the digital module, that is a hardware device. Again, how we are defining the internal hardware. So the internal behavior of the hardware is specified by using the registers and their purpose. So what are the registers they contain? What is the purpose of the register? And the most important, the sequence of micro operations they perform. The sequence of micro operations they perform, and the control signal which are used to activate the operation. Whenever the control signal is active, then only some data transfer is occurred, or then only some operation occurred between the register. So by using these three factors, we are defining the internal hardware. All these are some basic things. Now the question is, what is this register transfer language? Now the register transfer language is a symbolic notation. It is simply a symbolic notation used to express the data transfer between the registers, used to express the operations that are performed in the registers. All those things are represented in a symbolic format. That is register transfer language. Immediately the question is, why we are using this symbolic notation? Generally, representing these micro operations, that means one instructions have multiple number of micro operations. So representing this micro operation in plain English is long and difficult. It is long and difficult. To avoid such a problem, we are moving to symbolic notation. Clear? That is a register transfer language. Here The register transfer means the hardware components that consists of registers, the sequence of micro operations and the control signal, and the language means simple term, a programming language which consists of some set of rules or set of syntaxes to express the notation. Rules are to express the notation, that is register transfer language. What is the main advantage of register transfer language? The main thing is the symbolic notations are very short, clear, and easy to understand and in a organized manner. If you are representing in symbolic notations, it is easy to understand and the notation is very simple and it is in an organized manner. By using this register transfer language, we describe the data transfer between the registers, the operations on the registers, the control signal, in which order the micro operations are to be executed. Everything is presented. This is the basic introduction. In the next session, we will discuss register transfer. That is, what are the different notations that are used for representing the register transfer and what are the basic symbols that are used, what is how to transfer data from one register to another register. Everything we will discuss it in the next session. That is the end of basic introduction to register transfer language. Thank you.